This looks like a normal USB drive. Plug it into any computer and within a second it starts typing on its own, opening apps, running commands, executing payloads, doing exactly what you tell it to do. This is the EvilDuck S3 and this is how I built it. Before I get into it, the inspiration for this whole project comes from WiFi-Duck, an open source rubber ducky that pairs an ESP8266 with an Atmega 32U4. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. EvilDuck is my own take on that idea, and with each version I've been pushing it a bit further. Previous version split the design in two directions. One used a web server, the other ran off an SD card. Both worked, but neither did everything I wanted. So I set out to build a final hardware revision, one device that combines the both versions without getting any bigger. First of all, just like most of my projects, this one is also completely open source. You can find the full documentation, source code and PCB files on my GitHub. And if you like to support my work and help me creating projects like this, you can join my Patreon. It really means a lot. The first challenge was the chip. The old design used an Atmega 32U4 for USB HID so it could act like a keyboard and a separate ESP8266 for Wi-Fi. Two chips doing two jobs. That worked, but it meant more complexity, more space, and more things to go wrong. The answer turned out to be the ESP32S3. This single chip handles both USB HID and Wi-Fi natively. No second microcontroller, no complicated communication between chips, just one compact package that does it all. And frees up enough room on the PCB to add an SD card slot and a few extra components on top. While I was at it, I upgraded the LED too. You see, every EvilDuck has a little eye, a single LED that gives the device its personality. But a plain LED only does one thing. This time I wanted something I could actually control. So I switched to the WS2812 in the 2020 package. It's a tiny addressable RGB LED about as small as they come. And it let me set any color I want in software. It fits perfectly on the board and it looks way better than a single static LED ever did. This video is sponsored by NextPCB. If you're working on a custom hardware project, NextPCB is a solid choice for PCB manufacturing. They offer high quality boards, fast production times, and support for everything from simple prototype to advanced multi-layer designs. Check them out through the link in the description, and thanks for the NextPCB for supporting the channel. Let me walk you through what's on the PCB. On the back, you've got ESP32S3 and the SD card slot. I went with the same style I've used before. It's reliable and fits the design. One thing I should mention, I forgot to connect the SD card's detect pin. That pins tell the firmware whether a card is actually inserted. I worked around it with a small wire for now, but I have that fixed in the version I pushed to GitHub, so you won't run into the same issue. On the front, there is the RGB LED and an LM1117 voltage regulator, which steps down the 5 volt from the USB to 3.3 volt for the ESP32. Now let's get into the part that actually makes this thing work, the firmware. When you plug the EvilDuck into a computer, the ESP32's USB interface comes up as a standard HID keyboard. No drivers needed. The computer just sees a keyboard because as far as it's concerned, that's exactly what this is. At the same time, the firmware starts a Wi-Fi access point. Connect to it from your phone, laptop or tablet, and you get a full browser-based control panel. From there, you can upload scripts, view what's stored on the device, delete files, or trigger a payload remotely, all without touching the target machine. Scripts are stored in the ESP32's internal flash, so everything persists across reboots and unplugs. At the heart of it all is the Ducky script interpreter. It reads your script line by line, converts the command into USB HID signals, and sends them through the keyboard interface. So the connected computer sees the keystrokes appearing in real time just like someone sitting at the keyboard. There is also an auto-run feature. Plug the device in and a chosen script starts automatically. No manual trigger needed. The firmware is split into separate modules: web server, script parser, file storage, setting, and USB communication. This structure makes it easy to maintain and build on going forward, maybe for future upgrades. Because the ESP32S3 handles both Wi-Fi and USB HID on a single chip, the firmware can drop the old 2 microcontroller design entirely. The result is a more compact, more capable, fully self-contained device. A stealth mode is also built in, adjusting timing and LED behavior to keep things less conspicuous. The browser-based interface gives you full control over the device over Wi-Fi. It's password protected and the Wi-Fi network can be hidden, so it doesn't show up in nearby scan lists. The network name, password, and channel are all configurable. A live status view shows which script is running and what line it's on. An execution log captures warning and errors. That's it for EvilDuck. The full project including firmware and hardware will be available on my GitHub. You can find the link in the description down below. Thanks for watching.